Hi, so today we're going to be making a beef madras. I'm calling it simplified because I'm missing out the whole spices, bay leaf, cardamom pods. We're using tomato puree mixed with some water, garlic and ginger paste, that's just 50-50 garlic and ginger blended. We've got some fresh coriander with the stems separated, lime, some fennel seeds, and the spices are 2 teaspoons of mixed curry powder, 1.5 teaspoons of chilli powder, and half a teaspoon of garam masala. So the first thing to do is heat the oil, and I've added the fennel seeds. I like to add the garlic ginger paste to a relatively cold pan. Don't let the pan heat up too much or you may instantly burn that garlic when you add it, and then you have to start again. So just let it come up to heat. You see now it's bubbling away, and that's all really, about 1 minute to fry the ginger and garlic. And then we're going to add the spices. Again, this is simplified. You could get away with just using the mixed curry powder and the chili powder. You don't even need the garam masala. Some people will add extra cumin, extra coriander, extra turmeric here to make a blend to their particular taste. But like I say, you can get away with just the mixed powder and the chili powder. So what we're doing now is cooking off the spices. This is the most important part, and you have to keep your eye on this. So you want the temperature hot enough that you see the oil boiling, but you do not want this to dry out, as it will quickly stick to the pan and burn. To keep it under control, we're adding the tomato puree in the water, little by little, and then just cook it out again. So you want to take your time with this, cook it for at least 3 minutes. You can already see the oils starting to float on top. They're coming out of the spices. Just adding the remaining tomato puree. And what I'm doing here is looking at the bottom of the pan. You're just checking to see it isn't sticking. So I can keep that temperature quite high, knowing that it's not dried out yet, that it's going to stick to the pan and burn. Now I'm adding the lime. I'm adding half a lime at a time, and then we'll taste to see if it needs any more. Now at this point you could add just water or some more tomato puree to make a sauce, but I do have some base gravy, so I'm going to add some of that. It does add a lot of flavour. It's an onion stock essentially with some spices, garlic and some other vegetables. There are plenty of videos on how to make it. I might do one myself, as everyone's got a slightly different technique. So the sauce is nearly ready. I'm adding some pre-cooked beef here. I decided to pre-cook it to make it very soft. It would not have time to cook properly in the short time this curry's made. So we just want to stir that through so it coats the meat. And then we're going to add the cilantro stems. The stems can take some cooking, but you do want to add the cilantro or coriander towards the end, so it keeps its fresh, zingy flavour. This is something you can't really skip. I've skipped a lot of spices, but this is essential really. Now we're just going to let it simmer a bit to make sure the meat is heated all the way through, and you can reduce it to a thicker consistency if you like. And that looks ready to me. Just adding some fresh coriander leaves right at the end. The heat is now off. Stir them through and we're ready to plate up. I forgot to say I have added salt to this. I was tasting it on the way for the lime, and I added the second half of the lime and some salt. A final little bit of the coriander we saved, and this is just a mild chili going on top for presentation. It's got a little bit of heat, but it's not as crazy as it looks. And there we go, a delicious madras in about 10 minutes.